These are 90-90 pelvic tilts. I love practicing a 90-90 position with a pelvic tilt because we also have the ability to kind of imagine we're dragging the heels down the wall. It's just kind of a visual, but we're not actually dragging. It's just kind of generating that tension in those hamstrings. So we're setting up in that 90-90 position, knees and hips bent at 90. I recommend having a towel or a pillow or just something behind you for a little bit of head support, especially earlier postpartum when we tend to be in that more ribs flared position. So I have the towel roll giving me a little bit of support. It's also just gonna allow the neck to relax. So I'm gonna envision dragging my heels down the wall. I wanna make sure that my feet are actually kind of side by side versus one up or one down. So they wanna be pretty even. And in this position, I'm gonna think about that drag on the heels, and I wanna think about my rib cage staying pretty still as I add the tilt. So we're not rocking like a seesaw forward and back at the rib cage and the pelvis, but we're just allowing that movement to come from the pelvis itself and allowing the pelvis to tip forward and back like a bowl. So as I inhale, I think about my belly button kind of coming and pointing towards the wall. And then exhale, belly button comes kind of towards my face. So you're essentially just rocking that pelvis forward and back, dragging on the wall. For the hamstrings, trying to minimize movement at the rib cage. Exhale to tuck under. As you inhale and belly button or belt buckle kind of get closer or go towards the wall, I want you to imagine the sits bones on the back side just kind of spreading. So imagine the air and pressure is kind of flowing down into the pelvis so you can feel that length. And then exhale. We want to make sure that as we do this rock forward and back, we're not clenching on our butt. Sits bone spread, inhale, down into the pelvic floor, exhale. So when you exhale and lift pelvic floor, it's actually, shouldn't even really see it. It's very minimal movement. Try and focus on inhales through the nose and exhales out the mouth. As you go through these 90-90 pelvic tilts.